I'm Jordan Raynor, and this is the Word Before Work.
Today we're reading from Luke 23, 18 through 21. Here's what that text says. But the whole crowd shouted, "Away with this man Jesus! Release Barabbas to us!" Barabbas had been thrown into prison for an insurrection in the city and for murder. Wanting to release Jesus, Pilate appealed to them again, but they kept shouting, "Crucify him! Crucify him!" Again, that was Luke chapter 23, verses 18 through 21. For most of my life, I viewed Barabbas as a senseless murderer, the ancient equivalent of Ted Bundy or Jeffrey Dahmer. But that's likely an inaccurate portrait of this man we call Barabbas. Many scholars believe that Barabbas, or Jesus Barabbas, as he's referred to in Matthew 27:17, was likely a religious zealot. As Pastor Daniel Darling explains, quote, "Many Jewish people in the first century were wary of Rome, but the cohort of zealots to which Barabbas belonged to took resistance to another level. They sought to overthrow the Roman government by any means possible. Assassination plots, targeted murder, and terrorism," end quote. If Jesus Barabbas had a mission statement for his work, it likely would have sounded similar to Jesus Christ's, to see God's kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. But the methods of these two men could not have been more different. While Jesus Barabbas plotted the downfall of the Roman government, Jesus Christ preached respect for the Roman emperor. See Mark 12, 13 through 17. While Jesus Barabbas sought to slaughter Roman soldiers, Jesus Christ let the soldiers hold and nail him down so that he could save them. In short, Barabbas pursued the mission of God while neglecting the methods of God. And you and I are tempted to do the same thing today, to, as Pastor Sky Jatani puts it, quote, "divorce the work of Christ from the way of Christ," to separate the scope of God's mission from the nature of God's mission, end quote. What does it look like for you and me to pursue the mission of Jesus while neglecting the methods of Jesus? Well, it looks like building businesses so that we could do good things like give generously to missions while failing to pay our employees and contractors fairly. See James 5, 1 through 5. Or working heartily as unto the Lord without ever questioning whether the products our employer sells are true, noble, and right. See Philippians 4:8. Or spending so much time doing the work of the Lord that we neglect abiding with the Lord as we do that work. See John 15:4. You're unlikely to commit murder like Barabbas today, right? But you are likely to join Barabbas in pursuing God's mission apart from God's methods. Pray for the Lord's help to pursue his mission with his methods today. Today's devotional only scratches the surface of how God's word connects to our work. If you want to go deeper, sign up for my free 20-day devotional called The Word Before Work Foundations at twbwfoundations.com. These email devotionals are designed to help you gain a rich understanding of the biblical narrative of work, how exactly your work matters for eternity, and what those truths mean for how we ought to work today. You can sign up right now, again, for free at twbwfoundations.com.